What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another toy review. And today we're going to take a look at Sodo Chronicle Kamen Rider Blade King form. So yes, this line is finally out. So I actually wanted to get more, but due to budget constraints, I decided that I get this one. So as you can see here, so this is set B actually. So in set B, so this is actually like the body, and for set A, this would be like the armor parts. So rather set A, this one. So I got the opposite. Sorry. So you have the body, so set of spare hands with like various card variations or card formations, and you have set B, which would be like the other accessories or armor parts, including the King Blade Rouser. So for this lineup, so you have, of course, Kamen Rider Blade, Garen, Chalice, and Liangle. Now, honestly, I wanted to also get Lango because he is my overall favorite writer. And you gotta have Tachibana-san to get those naze so you can do that. I wanted to do that. But I decided I wanted to get King form as well. So it was a tough choice, actually. So I do remember, like, one of my first Kamen Rider figures was a Kamen Rider Lango, which is the Sochaku Henshin figure. So it is like a figure, but you put the armor parts on, and the head actually is that of the character, in the case Mutsuki, and you just put the helmet parts on to make him look like a Kamen Rider, which was really, really awesome back in the day. It was, you could say, predecessor to the SH figure arts we have today. But I also thought I'd get something that I've never had before, which was the King form. And the King form is one of my favorite final forms in the franchise. So, yeah. Again, it was tough, but it, I could get only one for now. So maybe, hopefully, soon, if we do have the budget for it, I could get the other uh, figures that I want. Maybe Garen, so that we can recreate the memes. But anyways, here is Kamen Rider Blade King form in all its glory. So as you can see here, so I'm actually going to um, take a look at the King Blade Rouser first. You can see how massive it is. And yes, so it has the grip in one piece. So in comparison, so this is like a Sodo version. So this one I got from my Kamen Rider Zane figure. So yes, I have a Sodo Kamen Rider Zane. So that's just like grip, but it doesn't have like a second piece so that you can recreate the longer handle, so only just this one. And I believe this is also the same King Blade Rouser you get from the weapon set available for Kamen Rider Geo Grand, or Kamen Rider Grand Geo. So yeah, this version of the King Blade Rouser was released alongside that, but but Bandai re-released this one for Kamen Rider Zane. So again, look at how massive this is. Like, I think it's even longer, definitely like heavier and more detailed than this one. Look at the difference. So now we got that out of the way, let's actually look at Kamen Rider Blade King form. So let's look at the articulation. So this is a Sodo Chronicle, so definitely has more movement than like your regular Sodo. So let's look at the head. It can move up and down like so. The head popped off, but you can, there we go. Technically, you can turn it around 360, but the head just loves to pop off for some reason. There we go. So it can move around like so, though. Okay. And because the neck is a joint in and of itself, so it has ball joints here and here, so that would also allow the head to move on this joint. So for the arms, so because of the shoulder armor, you can only raise it up to 360, or rather 90 degrees horizontally, and of course like 360 all around. So the armor parts are on the arm as well. So I'm gonna take up the arm because, so you can see this elongated hole that allows kind of for backwards forwards movement, but if you do stick it in all the way, you kind of lose that. So the torso gives you this absolute menace of ab crunch, but because of, I don't know, like how the armor is designed, you can only get a slight forward movement, but it goes way back so much. Okay, so on the elbows, so 90 degrees, and like upper arms, so you can turn it around as always. So the hands are on a ball joint. You can stick it in, and you can kind of move the wrist around. So the hands, so you can see here, so the right hand is a grip hand, so this is made of a softer plastic, so you can hold the King Blade Rouser like so. So there you go. I can just stuff the King Blade Rouser into the right hand, and it's actually quite surprisingly doing well. So it's quite a tight grip. So as for the hands, by the way, so this is, again, so the grip hand, so you do get left and right, but really you only need the right hand technically for the King Blade Rouser. But if you want to do like a double hand grip, but if you really want to do so, you can use this hand as well. But what I do, I just use like the open hand. So yes, you can also do it as well. I think it's much easier that way. So you do have another set of hands. So you can see here, I took the left hand, so this is like the open hand version. And you do have like closed fist version, so there are no holes in this one. Okay, so if you want to grip the King Blade Rouser, so you need the softer hands here. And you do have a variety of card holding hands. So each hand, so left and right versions, so like 3 right hand versions, 2 left hand versions, so each holding 5 cards. So you can choose the stickers that you want to put in them. I haven't used them yet, obviously, so I just keep them just in case. But looking at the stickers, so I'll show you. Okay, so as for the stickers, so you have so stickers like on the knuckles, and these are like the holding hands. So there's only one sticker for like the back of the cards, and you can choose which cards you want to use. So you have various formations. Definitely you can see here like Royal Straight Flush, so Blade King form signature maneuver. Okay. So this is the Royal Straight Flush, and the famous like 4 card, so the elemental card, so all elemental cards from other writers as well. At one point, Kenzaki used them in the show, so you can also use them on the hands. So continuing on with the articulation. Again, so the abdomen gives you a good ab crunch motion, but definitely more motion on the back. So you can also turn around, well, not really 360 because it's not a round torso and it's not like completely like above the waist. So the waist turn is quite limited, but it does feel natural. So as for the legs, now I have to pull out the thighs in order to make it split 360. So you can see like this gap in the armor, so where my fingernail is sticky. Yeah. So I had to do that in order to give blade more mobility. So of course you can turn it around. So the knees bend a bit more than 90 degrees, and I just ruined a sticker right there, so you really have to be careful. So I ended up ruining a sticker for this video. So yeah, that's what I don't like about these things. But anyways, so feet are on a ball joint, can turn around 360 and move on the side like so. So yeah, I don't like what happened to this sticker right here. So be careful. Like if you are going to do like the splits, make sure you could actually like you pull out the legs a bit further down. So just a piece of advice, don't do the same way I did. And now it's ruined a little bit, but not so much. But anyways, so as you can see for the details, so there are so many color correcting stickers. So I thought like so I did the set A first. So these are the stickers that you put on the body, so no problem, right? And I didn't use the other stickers yet, so for the card hand specifically, but again, I'm just gonna keep them there just in case. So again, so set A, so the main body, no problem, not a lot of stickers. Set B is where things get painstaking. Look at this sticker sheet right here. And that's not even all of it. Wait, I think there's another sheet missing. There we go. All of these go on to the armor parts. Okay? I mean, Bandai, look at the gem on its forehead. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a green gem on the forehead. Like, that's a very, very tiny sticker. Okay? Like, why not just paint it? Like, can't you just spare, like, a dab of paint on the forehead? Like, what you did with the eyes. So the eyes are painted on. Why not paint the forehead gem as well? Right? Like, I can understand, like, some of the parts. So, the Rouse Absorber is a whole sticker sheet on a gray plastic. Like, why not make it a black plastic and just, like, stick on this part right here? And, I mean, I think I did a good job putting on the stickers in general. So, we have, like, professional tools here. So, I was able to put on the stickers quite well. But this is sticker hell! Okay, so I did end up using all of the stickers here. So, again, most of the silver parts on the armors are stickers, color correcting ones. And I don't think that the adhesive is strong enough. And mind you, by the way, I was actually wearing plastic gloves when I was doing this kit because my hands are so sweaty that I cannot afford to damage the adhesive with that. So I took it upon myself to wear plastic gloves while putting on the stickers. It helped, but I didn't know about how, uh, these stickers would hold. Anyways, in the worst case scenario, I might have to remove all these stickers and just use my silver gunpla marker to, fill in the blanks. Like you lose some of the detailing, but I guess it's a small price to pay for like actually color correct armors, and it might give like a good shine too, if I might add. But nonetheless, uh, like overall the stickers, again, so painstaking. Like if I count all of the stickers, including the ones that I didn't use, by the way, like you would get over 60 stickers. No, 70 stickers. Over 70 stickers just for this model. And I've had like HG model kits that use much less. Like this much less. Like only this size of sheet, maybe even smaller. Whoo, boy, it was a doozy. But visually speaking, it is nice. Again, you just have to be careful. Like these parts, I never really liked about Bandai's plastic models. Like you could be careful putting them on, but if you don't if you don't pull the legs further out, you could risk damaging the stickers inside. Yeah, because like this is a raised plastic piece, by the way, and if you put inside the thighs, if you want to do the split, it's gonna get, it's gonna get in the way. It's gonna rub against that inside part, and like this one isn't damaged, but it definitely got displaced. So I highly recommend pulling out the legs from the thighs, and it's actually quite hard. So yeah. Now, that is my main issue with this one. So many stickers, so painstaking, and again, like I never liked stickers like inside of the thighs. Maybe I could have skipped that, but nonetheless, yeah. Overall, again, like if you do everything correctly and if you're super careful, you do get actually like a really nice looking figure. I would say like on the hands, like it's not really, again, an issue. So the grip hand, it's generally tight, no problem there, I think. But if you want to make sure, you can still use some super glue and stick it in there permanently. It's not gonna go, and then it's not gonna go anywhere forever. But yeah, articulation is pretty nice. Again, I understand like the shoulder armor limits movement, but the ab crunch definitely adds a lot more motion. You can make more dynamic poses with this guy than a regular Sodo, and I mean that's par for the course. If you're getting a Sodo Chronicle figure. So one thing I noticed with this line, so I checked the instruction manual on how to uh, put on the stickers. So I noticed that only Kamen Rider Blade, so the regular blade, not the king form, so it has parts for the soles, which you can add for the rider kick effect. And then if you're going to use the stand, which I have by the way, so I use this sticker on the reverse side, so I can use it as a blank stand for other models or other Sodo figures. So anyways, so you do have to remove the soles from blade, and then you can stick it onto the action base. But it's only blade. Garen, Chalice, Langle, and King form don't have those soul parts. Like, why, Bandai? Each one of them has a rider kick. And I mean, yes, Kamen Rider Blade, like, uses a more traditional rider kick, so, like, that part is gonna hit the enemy's face. But, I mean, like, you could do the same for the rest of them if you're gonna do that. Or maybe, Blade is, like, showing his feet toward the camera when he does his rider kick. Well, I understand that, but again, doesn't seem fair. Although, if you do look back at the series, Blade never actually uses a rider kick in his king form. There is a theoretical rider kick. Where was it? So, there you go. So, tornado, bite, so drop, and kick. So, yeah, so these things, so like this sticker right here, so mark number 28. So I think this was the rider kick that, I don't know, he uses, wait. He does have another one, so like, slash, beat, tackle, kick, thunder. So he does have other combos that involve the kick, hopper card. But, yeah, he never uses a rider kick in the show. So again, those are just theoretical combos for rider kicks. But nonetheless, yeah, well, it is a nice looking figure. So, for about 1,400, like 1,300, let's say. So, you do get a nice figure. In general, again, just be careful with some sensitive parts. And if you're okay with the stickers, yeah, the adhesive isn't doing quite well as we speak. So try to hold the stickers in place if you can. But other than that, well, if you can live with that, then you do get, in general, a nice figure. So, yeah, I would say for Kamen Rider Blade, I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a good figure, and I do love the overall aesthetic, but number one issue, sticker hell. You if you want, like, you're better off painting, like, the color corrections if you wish to do so. And yeah, my main issue with this one basically would be the stickers. Like, there are so many stickers that you have to use. So I would recommend, if you can, just color correct them with paint, like, plastic model markers, like Gundam markers if you have them. Then go ahead, color correct. And I mean, like, the gold pieces on the stickers, like, they have a different tinge of gold. Like, look at the feet, for example. So these are stickers, right? So this is in a shade of gold, but, like, the other gold pieces, like the armor, so these are, like, painted gold. So if you want a more uniform gold, then use the same kind of gold as the armor if you're gonna paint. But in general, again, this still looks really, really nice. I do like it, but yeah, the stickers are kind of a woozy, if you ask me. So yeah, I do have to make sure that they're in place most of the time, if not all the time. Yeah. So that's my review for Kamen Rider Blade. So Sodo Chronicle Kamen Rider Blade King form. Again, I do like this form, and it's honestly one of my favorite final forms in the franchise. That's why I got this one. So, pros, like the accessories, so the holding hands do quite work well. So the ab crunch allows you for more dynamic poses and whatnot. And yeah, in general, still like a good model or figure, if you will. So yeah, that's my review for Soto Chronicle Kamen Rider Blade King form. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!